Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the first No Frames Given of Tekken 8 Season 2. I am K-Vox, and calling the action with me tonight as we go into Top 8 is the one, the only, Toma Doc. How are you doing tonight?
I'm really good. And right now, K-Vox, it's actually nice to work with you now that I'm actually not directing behind you and like yelling in your ear. I'm just going to yell right at your
Right.
face at this point. But no, I very much appreciated that you're here tonight with me. It's going to be great, like getting to work with you. Um, we exchanged some great pleasantries before, just knowing that you are from my hometown. So that
Right.
was a nice way to sort of break the ice and both have radio aspirations. Or in my world, more like Radio Broken Dreams. But that's all right. We're here. We're commentating tonight on Tekken 8 and No Frames Given. We have 13 entrants. It's not a big deal. It's not a big turnout, but that doesn't mean that the turnout doesn't have some quality folks in it. I mean, as you can see, we have Divine Exorcist. We have Pulse Papilla. I saw also Tanjiro the Ripper in there. And we also have Pied Piplup and I'm Too Crispy from our own community and others as well. But we're going to be starting. Yeah, but we're going to be starting some top 8. But right now, what do you have? What do you think of the whole Pulse and Divine Exorcist matchup that we're going to see right now?
Well, I'm pretty impressed that Pulse is going to take on Divine Exorcist with the entire org. I knew Divine Exorcist was good. I didn't know he was that good, even with Crown behind him. That's a whole new level of Tekken 8. But Papilla is a very strong King, and King is scary this patch. I don't think they meant to make him as powerful as they did. I think they overtuned it a little. I think it's like when you're making a nice steak and you forget about carryover cooking, so your beautiful medium rare kind of goes into medium well while it's on the cutting board. I think that's the King situation right now.
Yeah.
But Apia is scary, aggressive, technical, and Divine Exorcist is going to have a fun match to warm up. But keep in mind, Tekken World Tour finalist, won last time, and grand finalist the time before that. We saw that incredible match with P-Link.
All right, looks like we're going to start this match off with the Claudio versus the King, which actually is, oh my God, is that Bugs Bunny? Is that Bugs Bunny? All right, here we go. We got Crown's Divine Exorcist versus Pulse Papilla right here on the ship for our first match in No Frames Given, number 17.
Yeah, he's doing some good job trying to space Divine Exorcist with that shove and with bringing out the muscle armor, but Divine Exorcist is very patient. Look, he's doing this small Tekken approach. He finally gets some heat burnt up. He brings Papilla up to the wall, but he's not really been overextending much.
Ooh, wow. Goes right straight for a perfect and with the and tops it off with a wild running too, just for S's and giggles right here. Nice little punish by Papilla here. But nice, gets the float conversion, and here comes Divine Exorcist trying to bring him all the way to the wall and get some wall damage.
That's not where you want to be against Claudio. This is a bad situation. Best wall game in the game or a top tier contender. Papilla backs himself back in there, and Divine Exorcist is kind of just teeing off in the low game.
Oh, God, that low heat smash. That's not really looking good for Papilla, but Divine Exorcist does close that out. And now we're going on 2 rounds to 0 here for Divine Exorcist on game point.
Papilla sets up the Shining Wizard, goes for a grab, but gets ducked, and you see Divine Exorcist again. He's playing very low to the ground. He's playing with a lot of low pokes that set up the heat smash, that set up juggles and air combos, working for his launcher, and he's keeping Papilla off his feet.
Oh, definitely keeping him off his feet and closes out that round, gets the game point there, goes up 1 game to 0 in this first to 2. That low heat smash, I hate anybody that has a low heat smash. It's just, you're taught in Tekken not to block the low. You're supposed to just eat it. And yeah, I guess we're actually resetting the, I think we're either doing a stage switch or a character switch. No, it looks like it's a stage switch.
Switch. I've never seen Papilla play anybody but King, and there's no reason for Divine Exorcist to switch out of Claudio.
Yeah, that was the thing. I was like, wait, what? So it had to be stage switch. Yes, we are going onto the Fallen Asteroid, aka Fallen Destiny, here as we get reset for game 2 of this first round of this first match of winner semifinal. Can't talk today.
The first match of the stream, that's for sure, and a great way to set the tone. Divine Exorcist was extremely dominant that first game. What do you think Papilla's best chances are of really resetting the momentum.
Well, he has to play his king with a better neutral and try to get some of these punishes in. That's what I'm seeing right now, is that he's trying to handle this oppression, but like he's not, if he's not going to go aggressive, he has to play the neutral better. But right now he throws that throw, gets whiffed and gets whiff punished, and that you see it. Divine Exorcist closes out that round quickly.
Yeah, look, I have to call a shovel a shovel. He didn't even try to set up that grab. He just runs it and goes for it. Yeah, and see, again, that time it's broken instead of ducked and punished. But you gotta put a bit of setup in your grabs. You can't have it just thrown out into midair.
That's what that was.
Out this time.
There he goes. Oh, pops the heat. Now there you go. Oh, whoa, nice step by Divine Exorcist to get out of that heat burst from Papilla, and oh man, gets a tailspin, goes all the way to wall. This is really damaging. It's not dead, but
that is
dead.
And I know it sounds weird when we just saw a huge combo kill Papilla off, but he's been playing very good small tech in Divine Exorcist. He's not overextending. He's not pressing big buttons just to press them. He gets caught by the muscle armor, and Papilla heats up, but Papilla's just getting stuffed when he tries to come in.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I mean. It was just like we had to play. Papilla has to play that neutral a little bit better, whether it's a spacing or just trying to press the buttons at the correct times. But right, if that's the case, though, Divine Exorcist is catching all of his timings, and as you can see there, he gets a shuriken, really well-timed shuriken there, and gets the float. Does not get, oh my god, even gets off on the kip up, and does the power crush to end that round. Wow, that was really quick by Divine Exorcist going up and taking that match. Jeez.
I don't think Papilla took a single round. He barely even damaged Divine Exorcist at several points. And he's a strong player. He's not some random. He was just clearly having an off night tonight. And he's against one of the best players in the world. 9th place, Tekken World Tour Finals, 2025. The man is 9th in the world. I'm not 9th in the world at anything, Tomodoc.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I wish I was just the 100th in the world in
right?
anything. Yeah, you know, like, so there's not, like, Papilla doesn't need my advice. He is a very good player. He knows what he's doing. It's just, tonight was just not his night against Divine Exorcist. I am just trying to set up here a little bit for the next match.
Right.
I don't know who he's going to, is he? Oh, wait, we can't use Paul. I think Paul is banned tonight, by the way.
It's your tournament. He's banned if he wants to, if you want him to be.
I'm just talking to the TOs in the back end. Thank you to 5-4, who's not playing tonight, but he's doing some TOing tonight in the back end. So I also want to thank him for helping out for tonight's tournament.
Yeah, and it looks like our next match queuing up is a very strong player in Night Purifier against MTS's own I'm Too Crispy. This is the face you should be familiar with. Tell us a bit about him.
Yeah, so Crispy is more of a, like, he plays a lot of different characters. I think right now he's on a Fang, or at least at the end of season 1 he was on Fang. But he also played Paul, he also played Leo, and Jun as well. He played a bunch of characters. He's pretty much like a mini Mokujin at this point. So, oh yeah, rest in peace, Paul. Yes, yeah, Paul is banned. Slim Jim, I know. It doesn't matter though. You play Xiao Yu anyway, sir. Like, Slim Jim is actually a person in our community, so that's why I'm kind of messing about with him right now. But yeah, he's playing Anna. I forgot.
Bringing out the Anna.
He's bringing out the Anna. Oh, and Shaheen. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that.
This could be an interesting matchup. What do you think of the Anna versus the Shaheen? I haven't really seen this in action very much, but it could be interesting because it could shut down a lot of Shaheen's pokes and neck breaks and very fundamental Tekken.
Oh yeah. The only thing is that I don't know how Anna plays right now because, like I said, I've only seen stuff, so this is going to be the first time I'm actually watching this live. Oh, nice step by.
Oh, look at that.
Jeez.
See what I mean about fundamentals? Lateral movement, setting up those pokes, getting around onto Crispy's offense. Night Purifier regularly fights the likes of Divine Exorcist, Rhythm, P. Ling, Xiao 20Z, King Ray Jr. He is very comfortable fighting against somebody like I'm Too Crispy.
Oh yeah, he's very comfortable fighting anybody, let alone I'm Too Crispy. Like, just because of what the experience that you just mentioned there. But I'm Too Crispy is no slouch either. He has done a lot from New York City Tekken and an Iron Grid. Those are like two prominent regionals that locals that we have here in the tri-state area that do have some really prominent players that come out of there. So he has put up his own. This is an online though. He's more of a specialist offline as he eats the Heat Smash by Night Purifier.
Yeah, there are subtle differences in online versus offline. Obviously, you do have some amount of latency no matter what in online. We do see a lot of people who are terrorists online, but can't quite make it happen in in-person events. So that is something to consider. It might be the other way around with I'm Too Crispy. But Night Purifier has just given up no ground whatsoever. Breaks the combo, drops it, but not at all deterred. Immediate punish, but caught on the armor.
Ooh, nice the counter and jab float there by Crispy. Crispy's able to keep Night Purifier at the wall, but Night Purifier was able to do the heat burst to sort of take his turn back. And now here comes Crispy with some of the mids with the lovely Tom. But oh, a low heat smash catches I'm Too Crispy a little off guard. He does his own heat smash as well, but that doesn't matter as Night Purifier does the up forward 2 to take that round. End game. I think
And
that's
you
how
can see what I'm talking about with Night Purifier's comfort levels, his experience, his fundamentals, and a character who's all about, do you know how to play Tekken? And I'm Too Crispy bringing out a new character, a matchup a lot of people might not be super familiar with yet. But what do you think Crispy's options are?
Well, it depends on like what. Here's the thing: what I see with Night Purifier. Night Purifier actually also is really good at recognizing patterns. So the minute you have like a game plan, you have to have multiple game plans with that guy to even have a chance. So like you have to be able to be unpredictable with it. So if you need to be aggressive, if you need to be, play the neutral game, or you're playing defensive, whichever. But like we know Anna is almost one-dimensional here, where she's all super oppressive and offensive. So really, just utilizing the 50-50 mix-ups will probably be your best bet at this point, just because we know what Anna is, and she is an offensive machine.
Right, might be started playing a little more patient because I'm Too Crispy's gotten in some good offense when he's found an opportunity to punish Night Purifier for pressing a button too many. In fact, you see that right now with this air combo he's doing. Night Purifier sent almost all the way back to the wall, puts his back to it, blocks the slide, but that is Night Purifier going down. I'm Too Crispy's first round.
Sorry, the lovely Tom rocket launcher right at the end was just hilarious. It's just it's like, did we turn into like some sort of like anime game now? I mean, with like Victor with the weapon, and Nina with the guns and everything. But right now,
I do have to admit that I think the weapons and the anime stuff are a bit much. Like, this used to be a straight up hand-to-hand combat series, not counting Yoshimitsu's sword. So like, what are we doing here?
Well, Shaheen takes a rocket to the face, and here comes I'm Too Crispy. Right now, what we said is like, he is mixing up Night Purifier right now, and utilizing that offense and 50-50, making Night Purifier guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the way he was backstepping just there, finding out Night Purifier's range, making him whip, tries a bit of lateral movement, but this time Night Purifier was waiting for it, wasn't seeing that spring kick coming out though, got the sidewall pressure going, he tries to back off, he's called by another poke, and tries to just go right back in, bit of a Superman punch going. He's not really getting a chance to pull off that baseball slide, to go for the neck breaks. We'll see what he's able to do here though.
I thought he was actually going to try to punish there, and he did. He pressed the button, I'm Too Crispy, and was punished for it. Oh, down forward 2, like with a little bit of a launch on I'm Too Crispy, and Night Purifier is able to take advantage and take Crispy all the way to the wall. And look at all this pressure now that Night Purifier is throwing. Playing really good small Tekken right now, but nice jab out by Crispy to sort of stop that pressure.
I like how they're both playing with range. They're finding out the range of each other's pokes, and they're kind of stepping just out of it. And you see them both looking for an opening to punish like that, and brings out the lovely Tom. Let's see what happens here. The heat's coming out, and immediate spring kick. Night Purifier does not hesitate to get back in this fight, Toma.
No, he did not. Oh, wow, that was a weird interaction on the hop kick. No break on the throw by Crispy. Gets that guaranteed. Oh, and now here comes Night Purifier. Is able to come back from 2 rounds to 0. Has tied it up to a final round in game 2. And let's see, it's like if Crispy's able to close this out and extend this match, or if Night Purifier is actually going to close out this match and punches ticket to winner's final.
Absolutely possible. This is set point versus survival point, but I'm Too Crispy already has Night Purifier's health so low. Night Purifier has to play so well to get his ticket on, and this might not be enough. I'm Too Crispy has the momentum, pushes himself on ahead. We're seeing a final game. What do you think I'm Too Crispy did so right there to be able to recover from the first game?
Well, he was actually spacing out. Like you were saying it earlier, he spaced out a lot better on this where he was just trying to find an opening. There was a couple whiff punishes that he was able to get it and maximized that timing and that opportunity with as much damage as he can with any of the combos or punishes like that. And at times when he had to open up Night Pura, there was like 1 or 2 times that he had to do it. He utilized that 50-50 mix-up. And at this time, like, or at least in those times, Night Purifier guessed wrong and Crispy took advantage.
Yeah, we'll see how well Night Purifier is able to adjust, because that did turn into a duel of spacing, like we're both talking about, towards the latter rounds, especially that final one. But if anybody can adjust mid-set, it is Night Purifier. Would not be at all surprised to see him adjusting to this. Brings out the Lars. I see the Lars a lot more often, and that can probably match I'm Too Crispy's tempo pretty well.
What's up, regular size Majin? What's up, Reggie? How's it going, man? That's just a good old NYC Tekken player over there. He's a really good guy, really good friend. I've commentated with him, and he's just a nice guy and actually knows a lot about Tekken as well. I probably need some coaching from you, by the way. I need to get some of those sessions with you when I can.
Well, I'm Too Crispy's going to need some coaching soon, and possibly some physical therapy at the rate Night Purifier is going. Gets the grab, immediate offense, but this grab's protect. Broken up. I'm Too Crispy tries to restore some space. Gets heat going, gets swept, gets launched, gets knocked out. Night Purifier 1-2 rounds away from getting on ahead.
Yeah, I'll say this though, it looked pretty even. They were kind of going back and forth, but then Night Purifier was able to close it out once they got both to about a third of a life each and just finish it off. And here comes Night Purifier again, going with Mr. Beyblade moves, taking Crispy all the way to wall. Wow, jeez, is he going to be able to get a perfect? No perfect. Was still able.
Gentleman's perfect, we call that one.
Yeah, pretty much is one jab out.
Yeah. All right, so this is Night Purifier on set point. One more round from going on to take on Divine Exorcist in winners finals. Crispy's trying to play the jab game, trying to play some small Tekken, and you see Night Purifier giving him enough room, enough rope. Gets launched for the trouble, though. Not going to carry him to the wall. Not really going to need to. This is a lot of damage. Lovely Tom sends him the rest of the way.
Dude, this Lovely Tom is just too much, man. Anyway, here we go.
It's one of the moves of all time.
It is. Nice throw break by Night Purifier to get out of there. Here comes some pressure. Oh, try to get a throw. Whoa, weird cross up there. Weird interaction. Did not work out for Night Purifier as he was not able to break the throw. And here comes Crispy.
Oh, I like the thinking there, but I'm Too Crispy saw the delayed get up coming and had Lovely Tom ready for when Night Purifier was going to try to punish him.
Oh my God, that was the best timing of using Lovely Tom by I'm Too Crispy, and he is able to stay alive here. I know, I'm just accentuating that there, K-Vox. But geez, and now here comes I'm Too Crispy. He's getting a lot of momentum back here, using the Lovely Tom with as a baseball bat with Night Purifier at the wall. But here comes Night Purifier.
Yeah, I'm not sure this kind of thing is normally legal by MLB regulations. This is like the ball dodging your bat and swinging for your head. But Night Purifier hits the home run. He's rounding the pass. He's coming round the horn. His team's coming out with the Gatorade. And Night Purifier is in winner's final.
But, well, yeah, Night Purifier is in winner's final while he takes a phone call while taking a shower with said Gatorade. My God. Well, I'm just looking at the timing, and I'll just let our TOs know, or our TO know, that we could probably at least run one of the losers round matches right now, so we can have those guys come on right up.
All right. In the meantime, how about folks look at that Matcherino's codes?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Look at those Matcherino codes, exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. You see it right down there below our lovely faces with merch, Matcherino, and bracket. Redeem one code. It's a free 25 cents into that pot. There's plenty to go around, plenty of time, plenty of room to wait for everything. And while you're at it, why don't you check out our merch at merch.mtsgamingny.com. Check out that new Street Fighter shirt. Modern gamers skip neutral.
Yeah, modern players do skip neutral. That's what it is, because I'm an old head and I decided to design that shirt that way. Also, just know that we also have Next Dimension, which is going to be at Max Rarity. That is our local monthly over. That is actually run by our very own I'm Too Crispy. So he is going to be running some games there. That is on April 12th. That's an offline. We also have DIY. Yours truly will be working there officially as a commentator on that for Tekken 8. But there will also be a fun time. We all have a couple volunteers that will also be working that event, doing some TOing. But it is a New York regional event with Tekken 8, City of the Wolves, Street Fighter 6, and Third Strike. So, but right now we're gonna get a Panda versus an Alyssa. Wow, this is gonna be a really, really fun match. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, especially with Panda's new additions, the more options out of hunting and stuff, much faster, more powerful game plan. But what do you think of this matchup in general, the Elisa versus Panda?
Elisa versus Panda, it's for season 2. I'm not really sure, but like this was one of the ones where I felt like Elisa has the more of the advantage, as Piplup is actually probably one of the best Alysas that I've seen, at least in this region. And it's that evasiveness where just can step anywhere and has these overpowering moves like chainsaws, as you can see there. But honestly, I don't know what happened in the second season patch, because I just haven't read any of the patch notes. So I'm kind of going into this blind. You might have more knowledge than me right now.
All right, well, let's see about that, but CDT is not really going for any of Panda's options. It's very poke heavy, gets the launch going. You don't see him going into hunting bear stance or here we go. Maybe I should stop talking. Maybe I should go home. But he wasn't doing that a lot the first round, and you see him playing a little more Panda now, but Piplup playing very patiently, not really panicking with this big bear in his face.
Oh, what's up, Panchito? Yeah, I know everyone got steroids for season 2. That's what I heard, but I just was not able to like really study the notes. I've just been so busy this week. But right now, as we see Reborn kind of going in here and just eating the chainsaws from Pip. Piplup
yes,
is just going crazy with the chainsaws, but here comes Reborn, was able to punish on that and take that round and tie it up.
Yeah, I liked the additional lateral movement from CDT there. Really great at creating his openings and forcing Piplup to put himself in disadvantageous situations, like after that blocked chainsaw attack, which wasn't blocked this time. You know, pretty hard to block chainsaws. Can't blame him.
Yep, can't blame doing that. Oh, and here comes hunting stance again by Reborn. Reborn was able to stop the chainsaws by using that low from hunting stance, and eats the. I didn't mean that was not a pun. He did eat the throw. But we got Piplup trying to burst heat, trying to poke around and trying to find an opening right now. But look at this defense. Oh, there's the opening right there with the heat dash.
Oh, yes, that is some great crispy heat from Piplup. That's a lot of damage. 15 seconds to go. Both of them have rage if they want it. Let's see if anyone gets a chance to. CDT takes the round off a sweep. We are going into the floor is lava now. Round 4, 60 more seconds. CDT wants to get one on the board before Piplup can get into any Elisa shenanigans.
Oh, wow, with the dash right there. And that was a weird Harada interaction. Was able to activate the floor is lava, and Piplup got launched and got thrown into the wall and is in a really position disadvantage, but is trying to use chainsaws to get out of there and still gets eaten through the armor as we get Reborn just trying to get no whiff punish on that, but here comes
not quite able.
Yeah, not quite there, but here comes Piplup.
All right, good thinking there with the slide, and you see him trying to bait CDT into pressing something. CDT, no luck breaking the grab. We're going into a final round already, and this is a very fast-paced game. No one's really holding the advantage for long.
Bro, we're not really seeing like crazy offense. It's a lot of really good poking and trying to feel each other out type of stuff. There's just no like oppression right now. I mean, we're seeing some chainsaw shenanigans as we speak, but like Reborn was able to get out of it, and as you can see, he took his turn back with a throw, and that's gonna be it.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love how he set up that throw there off the stone head and off the low. Piplup just had no answer to it and hasn't really been doing a great job of breaking CDT's grabs in general, which I think is partly because CDT's not going to him too often, not conditioning him to look for them.
No, that's exactly what it is. I'm seeing that pattern as well. And Piplup is usually a very aggressive player. She is very good at that, but she knows when to usually strike. Like she chooses when to throw her aggression. She's not like just oppressive with it. So she just wasn't. There was times when she found the opening, but the Reborn's defense was just pretty good and stopping some of that pressure that Piplup was trying to put on him.
Right. Well, what he might want to do is force Piplup into more of those awkward interactions. She is going to be looking to increase the temperature on him. She's going to be trying to get more oppressive, more of that in-your-face style. And right now, CDT is doing a good job of shutting her down, not really letting her get away with pressing anything.
Exactly. You even saw that low right there. It was able to get into hunting stance, get that low down, and trip up Piplup a little bit, and it's getting all the timings down, using these well-timed power crushes to stop the pressure. But right now, Reborn eats a throw from Piplup, and Piplup is able to basically tie it up in life.
Oh, yes, and taking the advantage, too. But already, CDT Reborn seals the deal. 1 round down, 2 to go. Piplup trying not to go home quite so early tonight, having way too much fun at this Tekken party, backing off, trying to create some space, while CDT Reborn just stays right on top of her, goes right into hunting, and able to power through the heat.
Yeah, oh my god, and gets the booty at the end, and Piplup uses the heat smash, and that actually brings it back up to an even life. And gets the hop kick in, and now let's see if Piplup is able to capitalize and close this round out.
Needs to find a way to shut down CDT's work out of hunting, which was one of the bear character's big buffs in Season 2. Right now, does a great job of putting herself on the board, launching CDT, and we're back into neutral, but immediately eating a jab.
Oh, and here we go. We got Piplup just trying to get an opening, but Reborn is just jabbing out every time he has an opportunity. But here comes some chainsaw shenanigans and mix-ups, but was nice to able to break the throw.
Part of this is that she's staying at a very comfortable range for CDT, not really playing with the back step, not really backdashing or side walking. You see her shut down CDT trying to do that himself, but see how CDT's kind of going in and out a bit? Piplup is staying in the same general range. It works now as she puts herself on set point, but CDT's having a lot of room to correct for himself.
Yeah, right now, yes, Piplup is on game point as you speak. And yeah, the down back four was always hitting, but I think there was what's it called? Piplup is able to sort of get that spacing now out as she's able to get some of those chainsaws out, gets in the heat smash. This is looking really good for Piplup here and does close out that round and ties it up in the match.
Yeah, that game point is there, and beautiful timing on that. And what that's going to do for Piplup is just put her head back in the game. CDT was getting very comfortable, was probably pretty sure he was going on ahead. And this being losers, the pressure is a lot higher. She's got a chance to take her breath, to readjust, and to keep CDT from getting comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, and just letting you know, guys, we do have some new merch at the store. We actually discontinued the good-ass Tekken shirt, or not-so-good Tekken shirt, but now we have a new line of, it's a Street Fighter shirt, but it can be used for both. It's the neutral, not-so-good neutral shirt, so please go to merch.mtsgamingny.com to see what that looks like and support us by buying some merch.
Exclamation point merch in chat. And while you're at it, exclamation point in Matcherino to redeem some codes. Free 25 cents into the prize pool for whoever comes out on top at the end of this night of Tekken. Right now, you see Piplup doing what I was talking about, playing more ranged games, getting some distance between herself and CDT Reborn here and there.
Oh, wow. Look at, Piplup has now actually been taking command now in these last, 3 rounds.
Yes.
And it's just giving some trouble. Well, as soon as I say that, I was going to say giving some trouble to Reborn.
Stonehead. Keeps him up against the wall. Eats the low jab. Backs off. Heat's active now for both of them. They've got the walk shimmering the oil. But that's a sliver of health left. Piplup's the first one to capitalize. And already another point towards set point.
All right, we're one step closer to getting into the losers quarterfinals here. Nice little hip up there, but was not able to connect, but does get the chainsaws. Oh, and now we're seeing some chainsaw shenanigans. No punish on that. Oh, and no punish on the hop kick, and gets hop kicked again, and that connects, and this should be dead.
It is dead. Piplup's on set point, and you saw that those hop kicks weren't coming out so much in previous games. So what that's doing is Piplup's introducing a new element into the dish, a new ingredient, and CDT Reborn has not adjusted to it yet, has not gotten comfortable with dealing with it. You see it come out again, possibly anticipating CDT coming in, but this is much more of a CDT round.
Oh, yeah, it is right now, but We'll see if like Piplup is able to sort of capitalize or at least get some hits in. He's trying to get some stuff in. Like, she could come back. Spends the heat dash. Spends all her resources here.
Ace out the swipe.
Trying to whiff punish each other.
Yeah, well, right now, Piplup's doing a great job of that whiff punch. Let's see if she gets the kill. She does off the low. Good night, CDT. Already heading on home. Piplup should be taking on I'm Too Crispy, the loser of last streamed match.
Wow. Oh, man, it's going to might be a team kill. We'll see how that goes in a little bit. But right now, we do have to take a 5-minute break for ads and just to give a little bit of a reset. So with that, we will be right back, and we'll see you on the other side.
Disappearing us, inviolable love, the sky is almost red, spread out. Tell me how I know by your voiceless cries. I'd be saved if I could say goodbye. What is left is a sweet little lie. Why do I feel an endless storm? In a light like a smile with a farewell warmth inside. By the darkness, a star let you cry for. Now I know that we'll close your door for good, for good, for good, for good.
Welcome back, everybody, to No Frames Given by MTS. Hope you enjoyed the break. Hope you blocked the ads or enjoyed them or subscribed to the channel. Took the chance to check out Matcherino, check out our merch store, consider some of our coming events, such as Next Dimension, the monthly on April 12th, or May 3rd to 4th, DIY.
Oh, good old DIY is our New York regional. We have so many games coming up. But right now, we have a match of Slim Jim versus Papilla. Slim Jim, I love you, man. He is, like I said, a staple of our community. Always comes to our locals. Great guy. Met him at one of our, I think, last year. Has the most annoying Xiaoyu ever. Like, that's all I have to say. He plays Xiaoyu. So it's just, yeah. So a Xiaoyu versus King, you're two classic characters, an evasive, quick character versus a, what's it called? A grappler. I don't really know what to really think about this. What do you think about this match?
I think that both of these characters are terrifying after the new patch. You know, you've seen the empowered moves from Jaguar Sprint, but you've also seen that Xiaoyu has so many more defensive options. Right now, Papilla is just trying to give Slim Jim no opportunity to use them. You know, back turn has been buffed. Rain Dance has a power crush out of it. Art of Phoenix, you can use heat from it. You have the universal change to being able to sidestep towards the camera at a crouch. If you're a highly evasive Link Xiaoyu player, this is a dream patch because it's giving you bonuses in all the stuff you're best at. But Papilla fights some of the best P-Lings, the best Lings around, usually goes rounds with P-Ling. So handling Slim Jim very, very strongly right now, goes straight into heat, gets the wall carry, gets another Sabak kick going, doesn't let Slim Jim step off to the side, missile drop kick, Jaguar sprints in, maybe spent that a little too long, Sprint kicks him in, Slim Jim has rage if he wants it, a lot of gray health to get back. How are you thinking about this, Toma?
Oh my God, it's just kind of going in, like it looked like Slim Jim was kind of out of that, but it was able to kind of come back. And here comes, Terminator
The
King.
Olympic Slam!
Terminator King kind of takes it with the body slam there, and Papilla is now up 2-0 quickly here. Oh God, nice while standing punish by Papilla, is able to launch and bring Slim Jim all the way to the wall with that heat burst.
Not quite.
Yeah, yes.
Follow-up gets him there.
Yep, follow-up does get him there, and now we got Papilla is able to get the throw and pushes him to the wall with the stunner RKO and finishes it off with the heat smash. Wow, that was a really quick match by Papilla, man.
Yeah, see what I mean about Papilla is very used to fighting Xiaoyus, very good ones, like P-Ling, who's one of the 4 pillars of online Tekken, but also that King has been charged up so much. He's so much more powerful out of Jaguar Sprint. He has his usual options still there. He's like a freight train now. If you ask me, I think they maybe accidentally overcooked him a little, like I was talking about last time Papilla was on stream. But it does make Papilla's style of rushdown very scary to deal with.
Well, okay, one, you just said something super scary. A rushdown grappler is like terrifying.
Yeah.
That is such
I mean, look at him.
Yeah. It's effing terrifying. Like I don't want to be in that type of match. Anyway, here we kind of go. We're going to see how Slim Jim answers back and responds.
Right now, doing a great job of the wall pressure. Papilla manages to get up. He gets up at an angle where Slim Jim's not able to respond. Starts bullying him towards the corner, brings out heat, turns up the temperature. Jaguar, bomb, puts him up against the wall. And right now, Slim Jim is getting teed off on, has rage. No chance to use it, Toma.
No chance to use it. It was kind of trapped on the wall. It was an unfortunate interaction there, but gets the launch. Slim Jim's able to bring Papilla not all the way to the wall, but is able to get maximum distance on wall carry and is able to get a little bit of cross up. Try to do some stuff with back turn. Spends the heat smash, whiffs. Oh wow, they both whiff. And now
that was a little too much spacing. I think both of them not quite in the range they thought they were, or were actively hoping for a Jaguar bomb. Only one of them gets it. Slim Jim can't stop the Shining Wizard up against the wall. Papilla positions himself for the Oki pressure. Both of them have rage. Don't need it. Papilla set point.
Papilla is at set point. Caught Slim Jim pressing there. Shouldn't have been pressing there, Slim Jim, because that string was always going to be finished, but missed that while standing. It was not able to get punched, which is good. Slim Jim still has a chance here. Was able to get the good spacing, gets the heat engager in, gets nice health sweep, and now here comes Slim Jim.
Good thinking from Papilla to roll to the side to get away from that pressure. Sets up the good old Stan Hansen lariat into Shining Wizard. I think that one hit Slim Jim so hard, his mug fell off the floor. He's gonna need a new one from the MTS merch store. And Papilla is gonna send him right to that shop. No more Tekken for you. Go buy a mug.
The drop kick to the knees, it takes out Slim Jim. But Slim Jim has always been great. He does go home in, I think this would be 5th place. So yeah, this would be 5th place for him in there. Wow. But coming up next in the next match is going to be a team kill. It's going to be Piplup versus Crispy, 2 MTS players. And Anna, oops. Oh shit. No, I'm sorry.
I don't think you're allowed to say that one on air. I think we need our dump button.
There you go. It was a little late.
Hey, as long as it's within like 8 seconds of the FCC violation, it works. I know this is a bit inside baseball chat, but bear with us. 2 trained DJs in the booth.
2 trained radio DJs in the booth right now, but usually had a producer that would make sure they would have the dump button already, not usually on themselves. That's the thing. Anyway, but here we go. We got Piplup and Crispy kind of coming. A team kill, unfortunately, but it is top 8. It kind of will happen eventually. This is gonna be kind of good. 2 players, an Anna and an Alyssa. We both saw them know how to space out their characters on characters that we are normally, at least in season 1, in the case of Alyssa, and Anna in the case of History, of just super offensive and most cases oppressive characters.
Yeah, and the thing is going to be, though, that lovely Tom. Alyssa, in the hands of Piplup, likes to space bit, likes to backdash, tries to set up that room, and lovely Tom just gives you so little room. You know, Anna has a bazooka, even in a patch where everyone kind of figuratively has a bazooka. This one's literal.
Oh, yeah. No, this one's literal, and we're going to see. It's going to be weird because I just realized both of them have rockets.
Yes.
Both have rockets. One uses arms though as a rocket, but it's whatever. This is now almost turning into a DBZ fighters match at this point. Those 2 characters, but we're gonna see how it kind of goes. I don't know Anna that well, but I want to see how Anna as the character, not Crispy. Crispy and Pippa play a lot, but I just want to see how Anna is able to deal with the chainsaws. Is really what I'm trying to say there. Sorry, can't talk again.
Probably stay away from them. That's a good answer usually.
That's gonna freak me out. Sorry, that's gonna freak me out.
Yeah, that's a bit too cursed. Could you go back? Can we get out of here and you change into a normal costume, please? All right, doesn't look like that's going to happen. It's turning into a bit of a jab duel. Here come the chainsaws you were talking about. I'm Too Crispy tries to roll away, but Piplup continues to pressure. He's active, but the hop kick's there, just like last game. Here comes the slide. Here comes the pressure. Oh, my goodness. Piplup activates heat straight into the KO. 36 seconds left. Not even a 30-second round, Toma.
Oh, my God. And here it comes. But here comes Crispy trying to kind of come back here. Gets the big low launch. Uses lovely Tom to extend that combo. Hit the rocket launcher. I'm still amazed by that. And it has the debuff in there too now. So there's that debuff on Piplup. Ooh, was not able to break the throw by Crispy. And now here comes Piplup. Uses the rockets of her own.
Yeah, unfortunately far too far away. Crispy had way too much notice on that one, but not able to stop the command grab. Slide fall, good thinking, not quite working, but it sets up this low pressure that takes the second round. Crispy hasn't really gotten a lot done to get on the board. What do you think he can do here? You said that these 2 play all the time. They
do play all the time, but I bet like Crispy is trying to figure out like what is some of the new stuff that Piplup has learned from Majin. As you can see, look at the commanding lead that Crispy has come in.
Perfect.
Puts in a 7 golden letter round of a perfect. I won't say found out the pattern, but definitely kept up with his momentum. But here comes Piplup.
All right, good thinking from Crispy. Stops the offense before it starts. Baits out that kick in neutral. Of course, Piplup already has rage. We'll see if she gets a chance to use it. So far, hasn't really gotten much out of that. We haven't seen really rage arts at all tonight.
No big rage arts yet. Yeah, actually, we haven't seen any. I was trying to think about that, but We have seen a lot of heat smashes, and there's one by Piplup was able to connect there. And now here comes, oh man, Crispy is trying to just jab out to get this round, but eats a throw while doing that. And let's see.
Piplup is good at setting up those jabs, but not looking low enough. That one comes way down in the zone, strikes Piplup out to take the second round, and we're looking at our first final round of their set.
First final round of game one here. As we're kind of moving along, here comes Crispy. Crispy is actually able to use Lovely Tom, gets the low launch, and now is still extending this combo. Does drop it though at the end there, maybe because of spacing. But now here comes Piplup with some of the chainsaws.
Both of them are having a hard time consistently defending lows, I'm seeing. That's how both of them are managing to disrupt each other's momentum. They'll throw out a low that the other person doesn't see coming. Please change your costume.
Do what you want, Piplup. Do what you want, Pip, but it does freak us out. Sorry.
It is a bit cursed.
But now she might keep it because she just did win against Crispy. So we don't know yet. We'll see how it happens. I am fining myself $10, by the way. So because I did that's my FCC fine.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Put that right in the prize pool, and then everyone else can follow suit with exclamation point. Matcherino, redeem some of those codes. Have a look in there. Free 25 cents into the pot. One code's all you need. Or I think here we do sponsor quests too.
Yeah,
that's always an option.
It is. We actually had a sponsor request kind of come in right now, but you are going to see $10 just kind of clip up onto the screen as Crispy is now clipping out Pip.
Oh, what a clip indeed. Gets the wall splat high and out. Gets heat active as Piplup tries to step away. Not quite able to get in there. Backs up towards the corner. Hop kicks out there. Way too far away. Not able to catch onto Crispy, who you can see what you were talking about with increasing the spacing pressure.
Yeah. And ends it up with the spring kick. And now Crispy goes up 1-0 here. Let's see how Piplup is able to respond. Is able to try to get some of those mid pokes in, but was blocked. And here comes Crispy mixing up with his foam pokes. Whiffs. No big punish though on the whiff of the chainsaws.
Piplup has been whiffing very, very hard already in these first 2 rounds. And I'm too Crispy's doing a great job of controlling the tempo so that you see Piplup misreading his attack.
Ooh, nice sidestep though on that hop kick. But no. A counter hit heat smash does take it though.
I don't think he liked that last game or this costume.
Nope. Probably not. Oh man, Crispy's just hitting up with those launching lows. Gonna bring Pip up all the way to the wall. Breaks the wall too. This is not looking good for Pip.
Not at all. Still has plenty of gray life to get back. Goes on the wall run. Activates heat. Has Rage in the pocket if need be. But look at that duck. Look at that air combo. Look at I'm Too Crispy taking the second game.
Ooh. My God. That was a very quick and very decisive match. Or a game by Crispy there. Like getting all those mix-ups in. Getting those those while standing launches. Like it's not a down 4-2. It's like a while standing 2, I believe. That thing is, it's giving some great value for Crispy right now, getting some great damage and control, and it actually got him that game.
Yeah, absolute domination. That was an Anna masterclass, and I think what's happening too is he's reading Piplup's tendencies. You said these two play against each other all the time. They're teammates, they're training partners. That gives you an incredible sense of how your opponent plays when it's time to go for real.
Oh yeah, and right now, we got the switch up. I gotta feel like Crispy right now just because he hates bears. So I don't know
what we're talking about because obviously Piplup knows that.
Yeah, we'll see how it kind of goes as Piplup is able to start off some of this pressure and bring Crispy all the way to the wall, but misses the booty smash.
Is that Gojo Satoru as a panda?
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness. Tenjo Tenge Yiga Kumason.
It is getting hot there, Anna, but oh no, actually you are mixing up Pip right now. But the Power Crush does take it, and Piplup actually closes out that round.
closes it out in style, and not much time left. This is still first to 3 territory. Whips the grab onto Crispy, gets the air combo going, trying for the wall carry, not quite able to get it. Backs Piplup into the corner, up against those flames. Piplup has the heat raging. That's coming down soon, though. Oh my goodness, Toma. What do you think is going to be the decisive factor here?
Oh my God, he's just using those lows perfectly right now just to get out of that power crush on Piplup. Crispy is able to close it out with the lovely Tom Rockets. Oh, and there's another while standing 2 launch. Honestly, if Crispy can keep getting the timings down, he's going to win this match on Piplup. And gets a
look at that.
whiff on a Demon Breath. Oh my God.
Oh, yes, look at that. Just put himself on the door of set point. Here we go off a perfect KO. Piplup has to consider that maybe Infinite Void needs to come out, maybe consider some domain expansions, because right now, I'm Too Crispy is Kaisening his Jujutsu with style.
Oh, yeah, he is, and is able to get... Oh, misses the slide, but still gets the rockets out. Has that debuff advantage right now, and does close it out. Yeah, there you go. Closes that out round. Crispy moves on into losers semi-final as Piplup has her night end in 5th place. Good games, guys. You guys make me proud.
Very.
You guys make me very proud. I'm glad I signed both of them.
What do you think the key was to that adjustment? Because it went from a very back and forth first game to just being all I'm Too Crispy all the rest of the way.
To be honest with you, I think he was just being more impressive with his 50-50 mix-ups. Like, he was just getting and catching Pip on anything and everything. And it looked like Piplup was trying to use the power crushes, but every time she tried to use the power crush, more times than not, Crispy was using a low in that mix-up, and that would stop that power crush. So I think we're going to go into winners final next.
Divine Exorcist versus Night Purifier. That is a classic. We see that in a lot of the big 3. We see that in TNS, in Paragon, in Breakout. We see that in all sorts of contexts.
Yeah.
And it's always a fun show.
This is always going to be a fun show here. We got those 2 kind of coming up next. I heard a nice, really, I'm hearing sound effects right now. That threw me off for a second. Sorry. As I'm setting up the back end stuff for our next match. I forgot final. All right, while we're waiting for them to load up here and let the match load, we'll just make sure that you guys do go to our merch store at merch.mtsgamingny.com. It is our... Please support us. All profits actually go back and reinvested into this production and into our org to help us keep running the show offline and online. And I also want to say thank you to K-Vox for actually joining me tonight on this. I know you've been a very busy man this week, but I do appreciate that you do come in on our Friday night show.
Always a fun time. There's always so much great commentary to be had. And here we go. Claudio versus Lars. Same stage, too. What do you think of this matchup?
Well, right now, both of these characters are just like, they can be played oppressively, especially Lars. But I'm not really sure what's going on with the Season 2 patch with both of these, as we get a trade that didn't really take advantage by anybody there, as Divine Exorcist is able to get a heat burst, but Night Purifier is able to take his turn back, but eats a throw, and Divine takes that round.
Yeah, and this is also a very scary stage if you're playing against a Claudio because of his hop kicks, his insane wall pressure. Night Purifier is trying to keep him from getting a chance to press anything lately, but you also see that small Tekken style come out for Claudio, who's trying to... Divine Exorcist is trying to get out from the pressure that Night Purifier is putting on. Look at this pressure.
Oh, yeah, and all this poking back and forth right now, they're just trying to figure out the spacing as the heat dash is activated by Divine Exorcist, but... Here comes Night Purifier, was able to spend the heat there, but nice little stop, the down jab by Divine Exorcist to relieve that pressure. But here comes Night Purifier.
Yeah, here he comes, and that's only a little life and not much time to do it. Breaks the grab, sets up for a low. Low parry comes out. He went to that well one too many times, Toma. And when you do that, the bucket's not going to have any water in it.
All right, now we got Night Purifier was able to activate Heat there, but nice while standing punish by Divine Exorcist and is just catching Night Purifier on all of his timings. But here comes Night Purifier trying to stop that pressure, and here he's able to with the Heat Dash.
Yeah, gets a great wall pressure going, tries to shut down Divine Exorcist, but again, you see these pokes, these kicks come out for Divine Exorcist, you see him heat dashing up, you see him going for the Shoryuken, you see him with the low punch, but overcommits on the Superman punch a little. We've seen him pay for that a few times here at No Frames Given.
Oh, and now we got, oh man, this is kind of intense. They're kind of both basically around the same life, but Divine Exorcist was able to get the jab float. This could be dead for Night Purifier. No, it's not yet.
Is it? Not yet, not yet. 10 seconds left. Is Night Purifier pulling something out? The comeback is real!
Oh.
Slow-mo, and Divine Exorcist takes it.
Wow, that was a little intense there, right there. But Divine Exorcist was able to get the wall running to land and go into game point in this game 1 in winners final.
Yeah, and Night Purifier is just trying to take the fight straight to him, not give him a chance to play that defensive style that people are used to from Divine Exorcist, and not let him really smother him, not really let him play that small Tekken, because if he's too busy getting hit, he's not going to have time to hit you. Here we go, gets him up against the wall, but he backs off a bit. That's what he was looking for. Did you see that?
Yeah, just backs off a bit, but got hit on the spacing, caught in the middle of the backdash, and Night Purifier was able to take advantage of the wall splat and close out that round. We're in the final round here as Night Purifier takes the throw, puts it on Divine Exorcist, gets another throw in on Divine, and now Divine is at half life.
Yeah, Half-Life. The number 3 is never coming out. You guys might as well get over that now and save yourself a whole lot of trouble. Night Purifier with the lateral movement to seal the KO goes up 1-0 on the Tekken World Tour Finals.
On the
Qualifier.
Final list. Yes, like we both can't talk today. You've had a busy time. I've had a long week as well. So bear with us. It's Friday night. We're just trying to enjoy ourselves and give you some great Tekken and Tekken commentary. But here we go. We got Night Pure. Wow, we're just playing some really good small Tekken at this point. Just like low pokes, some mid checks. But there's a wall running too by Divine X.
Yeah, interesting that they didn't change the stage at all or anything too. Divine Exorcist classic with that small Tekken. Right now he's getting carried up the wall, gets splatted. He's going to look for a chance to get away from this pressure, but Night Purifier follows him as he tries to roll up and just keeps it going. What do you think Divine Exorcist's options are here?
He's just going to try to keep up the pressure. He has to take these risks right now. And obviously, even though he did take the risk, it lost. It was the only play he had to do that Divine could do right there, because when you're down that low of life, you really have not that many options to go with. But right now, Divine Exorcist is getting those low pokes in and taking out a lot of life right now. Well, more than half life on Night Purifier.
Yeah, and what you saw there was Night Purifier anticipating him trying the meaty and over-exploiting it. Right now he's up against the wall, though, tries to roll to the side, activates heat, armors right through Divine Exorcist, takes some momentum for itself, but the throw is broken. Divine Exorcist backs off, trying to space him out, anticipates the sweep, goes for the Shoryuken, doesn't work. He's up against the wall again, out comes the jabs.
Oh, and here comes Night Purifier, tries to get the hop kick in. They're just throwing out safe moves. Oh, the elbow gets the float. Night Purifier is able to bring... Oh, no, gets the combo drop on the tech roll. And now we're got down to 10 seconds, and Divine Exorcist is able to close it out and tie up in rounds.
Oh my goodness, this is a small Tekken clinic right now, Toma. These two just know their characters so well and play this defensively responsible but still aggressive Tekken 8 incredibly well. Just goes to show you, patch or no patch, a good player is still a good player.
Yes, a good player is always a good player, and Divine Exorcist is showing that he is a great player, is able to not just be a Tekken World Tour finalist, but was able to get a round perfect on Night Purifier to get game point in game 2.
You know, they should probably consider renaming that final tournament, because what tripped me up is that Divine Exorcist wasn't in the grand finals and Tekken World Tour finals. So I was like, wait, can I call him a finalist?
Well, I mean, the tournament is the final, so
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
I mean,
somebody needs to get Harada on the phone about this and not the patch. But meanwhile, Divine Exorcist is piecing Night Purifier up.
Oh, right now, Divine Exorcist gets the Shuriken in, and oh, this is not looking good for a Purifier. We're at the wall. This should be dead, and it is.
It is.
7 golden letters for Divine Exorcist as he goes up 1-0. Ties it up on 1-1. Excuse me there. But remember, this is first 2-3 as this is winner's final.
Yeah,
and we're running it back.
Yeah, straight in. I love that there's no hesitation from these players. And of course, plenty of Tekken still left to play, so there is time for Night Purifier to consider a character switch, consider if he's happy with this stage. He doesn't have to worry about it right now as if this were earlier in the bracket when we were still in first to 2 territory, but he's not really getting any chances to press anything. Out comes the heat with the armor, finally getting a turn back, but Divine Exorcist immediately resumes the pressure.
Wow, Divine Exorcist was able to close that out. That was just amazing right there. And now we're going to see how Night Purifier is able to respond. Eats the heat burst, though, but is still able to get some punishes in, get some pokes. Oh, gets the stomp in. Oh, but now here comes Divine Exorcist with the heat dash to stop that pressure.
Yeah, and Divine Exorcist is doing a good job of tracking Night Purifier, too, whether with literal homing moves or just predicting where he's going to pop up.
I want to say it's a pattern recognition, really predicting where Night Purifier is gonna press and which poke he's gonna throw. But right now, Night Purifier heard me and said "F you to you, Toma," and took that round.
Yes, but with players of this caliber, it's really a Shark Tank. Anybody can beat anybody else if they're having a good day. Right now, pressuring Divine Exorcist straight to the wall, has heat going. That is burning, burning, burning. Right now, though, Divine Exorcist is trying to put a bit of a salve on it, break out the aloe vera.
Oh, 1-2. Oh man, you got the wall running too to kind of keep adding the pressure onto Night Purifier. Oh, gets the stagger, and now Divine Exorcist was able to get the standing launch here. This is not looking good for Purifier. Oh, but does not bring him all the way to the wall. But now we have Divine Exorcist trying to close out this round, but here comes Night Purifier. Oh,
that Superman punch. He comes to it again and again, even when it hasn't been working for a while, gets the job done. And that's also conditioning your opponent's expectations because Night Purifier stopped looking for that.
Yeah, he did. And right now gets the gut stun, and Divine Exorcist is able to take it full advantage there. And oh my God, is now pushing in all the pressure, gets the guard break. Oh, no Oki there, but still gets the knee to close it out to get a perfect, and goes up 2-1 here. And oh man,
we're probably getting a stage switch, at least potentially Night Purifier bringing out one of his other characters. Wouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised. Nope, we're running it back
straight in.
Nope.
Okay,
nope.
All right,
we're commentators, we're not great predictors here. Okay. It's all right though, but Night Purifier does have to answer back if he wants to extend this match. And let's see if he has an answer. Nice throw break by Divine Exorcist. Divine Exorcist is still trying to apply pressure and applies that heat burst.
Yeah, great use of the heat burst there, and they're turning this into a bit of a low poke duel. Divine Exorcist back straight off. Good thinking from Night Purifier. Oh my goodness, has him up against the wall again. Rages out for Divine Exorcist, but we haven't really seen any use of the rage arts tonight. Might not get a chance to do it. Look at that grab, Toma.
That grab was just a great timing, getting it on Unbreakable on a power crush, but Night Purifier was still able to take that round and goes up 1 round here as Night Purifier gets a nice step, but that last move tracked on Divine Exorcist.
That was a dirty track. You just do not expect somebody to snap around like that. Gets him on the spring kick, gets the armor with the heat engagement. Oh my goodness, gets some wall splatted, tries to bring up the wall pressure. Divine Exorcist gets away for a moment, but here's the heat smash again.
He goes, spends the heat dash. Here comes Night Purifier, is trying to get everything in there. Down to 1 more hit and gets the generic down 4 to get it up to game point. 2 rounds quickly here. Can Night Purifier tie this up?
Quite possible. I would not be surprised to see these two go to even a final round, let alone a final game. They are very high caliber players, and it's hard to tell. It's hard to predict a match like this, even on a good day. Right now, he's trying to space Night Purifier out. He gets him to overcommit on something. They're getting caught in a bit of a jab duel here. Let's see who comes out of it.
Oh, and here comes Divine Exorcist. He was able to activate the heat dash, but did not follow up really just to see what Night Purifier would do. And Night Purifier was able to get some jabs in, but gets launched and gets the floor as lava activated. And Night Purifier is coming back.
Oh, yes, but so little health to do it, and running low on time, too. Needs to win 3 consecutive rounds to put this away. Puts himself in rage. Can't follow up on the grab break. Tied set. Final game.
All right. Do you think Divine is gonna? He's not gonna change characters. He's stuck on Claudio. This is a good matchup. Oh, but we are switching stages. That was what I was gonna ask.
I wouldn't be surprised because this has been having decidedly mixed results for Divine Exorcist. In theory, it's a very strong Claudio stage with the close quarters and the wall. But once you get into the wide open area, it becomes a bad matchup for Claudio, especially if you thrive on creating that kind of pressure.
Yeah. Just a reminder, folks, all you guys out in chat, just make sure you do ! Matcherino if you're in Twitch to get to the Matcherino to help out our sweeten the pot and help out our players that are playing hard ass Tekken tonight.
This is also a good, almost called him Horong. What is wrong with me? Also a good Claudio stage. Night Purifier's Lars gets some good out of it too. And you see them go straight into this neutral poking battle. Divine Exorcist comes out on top, activates heat. Now they've both got the walks burning. The oil is sizzling. The meat is chopped. So are the veggies. Divine Exorcist trying to stir Night Purifier up, fry him, and serve him with a side of rice.
Oh my god, here comes Divine Exorcist. Is trying to take advantage all the way with the wall, and now is able to quickly go up 1-0 here in this final game of Winners Final. And now let's see how Night Purifier is able to answer back as he is just getting, wow, we're just in another poke battle here, which is, oh, and there's a Superman punch that you were talking about. K-Vox, this is an answer back by Divine Exorcist?
Might be. Already has the life lead and trying to maintain the pressure. He's doing a great job of turtling up and working his way out of Night Purifier's offensive traps. And he puts himself on set point as soon as he's got a combo going, as soon as he gets a chance to counter. This last game is looking like all Divine Exorcist.
Oh my god, and here comes Divine Exorcist again. He is just letting go. Gets the Shuriken in there. The Shuriken is able to get the floating combo all the way to the wall. This should be dead. And is in a 7 golden letters for Divine Exorcist. He punches his ticket all the way to grand finals. Night Purifier, though, has his chance. He is going down to losers final in the bottom part of the bracket. We are running up very quickly on a commercial break. So with that being said, please take a break, get some water, get some snacks or whatever. We're gonna go straight into it, into losers semifinal next after these messages. But remember, also go to !merch and look up and browse some stuff in our store. But with that being said, K-Vox and I will be right back. Welcome back, folks, to No Frames Given number 17 for Tekken 8. I am joined by K-Vox here, and I am Tomadoc. We are kind of running through this top 8 right now. We have seen some great high-level Tekken. What is your highlight of the night so far there, K-Vox?
Honestly, that defensive duel we just saw between Divine Exorcist and Night Purifier, that was great. Small Tekken all around. It was incredibly back and forth. Super fun match. And, you know, I kind of wish I was drinking some coffee out of an MTS mug from the merch store right now, because it almost took as much energy to watch it and talk about it as to play it.
But now we are in losers semi-final now with I'm Too Crispy and Papilla, Pulse's Papilla right now. And I am very interested in how this match is going to be.
Right now, you're seeing a lot of what Papilla has to offer. We were talking about the terrifying rushdown grappler aspect of the character. And I'm Too Crispy has been doing well in neutral and in kind of playing pokes and stuff. And Papilla's whole game plan right now is just not letting him do that. Gets a Hulk Hogan leg drop into an elbow drop standing. Already taking the first round.
All right, now we'll see how Crispy's able to respond. Did he get some information from Papilla's movements and patterns? We'll see how it kind of goes. But here comes Crispy. Was able to get the heat engager and gets the launch, gets the lovely Tom combo in there, and no wall damage with that low poke by Papilla.
Yeah, not quite able to capitalize on that. You see the jabs coming out into this air combo. Lovely Tom assisting. Gets the wall splats him high. Sets up the cinematic. Not quite enough to get the kill, but Papilla tries to get away from me with that kick. Not going to work.
Yeah, nice little whiff punch by On 2 Crispy. Crispy's now trying to take a commanding lead. Now we just kind of reset the neutral, and we're going to see who can catch each other out.
Right, bit of a trade. I'm not surprised if that's the first piece of action in the round, nor that follow-up Sobat kick with the grab. That's been happening to Papilla a lot tonight, and so is this air combo.
Oh my
God.
God.
Up to the wall again. Oh my goodness, Tomadoc.
What is going on? That was such wall carry, but what? There was some weird off-axis movement there, but nice duck on the low punch there. On I'm Too Crispy, and he was able to punish that properly and take that round, and now is on game point.
Yeah, it's definitely on game point. Manages to keep himself composed, and you see him not playing afraid of that rushdown style. Papilla is definitely cranking out the aggression and the damage, but immediately follows up once he's got you knocked down too. But I'm Too Crispy sticking to his game plan.
Oh yeah, and there you go. He's using the lows, was trying to mix them up, and been more by.
There we go.
That was like 8 lows in a row. Oh my God! And there's a nice wall stunning punish there by Crispy to close out that round. That was like 8 or 9 lows in a row, like in the mix-up. Like, would you? I don't know. I would at least probably like in the 3rd or 4th one, I would have probably gone mid. But that's me with a predictable pattern.
Why would you go mid when the lows are working and when your opponent's not getting up? Because Papilla was delaying the get up and not really trying to tech roll or anything out, and Crispy just took advantage of the opportunity that was given to him.
Again, this is why I'm not a high-level player. That's why I'm on the commentary booth. But no, like Crispy was just believed in his pattern and his game plan, and that was it. And he just kept going and believed in the low, and that's what hit. And that's what won him that last round and get him that first game.
Yeah, right now we'll see. We're still in Thirst of 3 territory, I believe, because of the new Tekken World Tour rules. A lot of TOs were there. Shouts to Paragon, one of the first on the scene to do that. And we'll see, because there's a lot of Tekken left to play. Crispy has a lot of time to keep up the momentum. Papilla has a lot of time to adjust. And you can already see that Papilla is a player who you can't really afford more than 1 or 2 wrong guesses with.
Oh, no. Oh, and Papilla actually switches to the Nina, which we've seen before.
Oh.
I've seen him play Nina before. It's
I haven't. This is going to be fun.
It's an aggressive Nina, actually.
All Ninas are pretty aggressive. I am not terribly surprised. Immediate low parry from I'm Too Crispy continues the punishment and brings out the lore beef.
Oh, and there's lovely Tom. So this is a nice lore battle between the two sisters as goes again with that low and a while standing punish launch right there. uses the lovely Tom as a baseball bat to end that round, and Crispy goes up.
Yeah, Crispy's been very in control of this game already. I am not sure Papilla is very comfortable with the Nina, especially in this new matchup. Already a lovely Tom follow-up, restores spacing. Nina does have the pistols, but those are a much shorter range thing. And compared to lovely Tom, kind of an inconvenience. Rushes straight in with all that lead-up time. I am surprised I'm Too Crispy wasn't ready for that grab.
Oh, gets the bad breath too, and eats that, and gets another grab and loses all the gray health. But that's the stagger on that block. And here comes Crispy. Oh man, the slaps though from Papilla is able to stop it there, and all that jab pressure takes it with the down forward one mid check. Papilla gets that last round.
Yep, managed to take it. That was some good thinking with the various setups for that grab. I'm a little surprised I'm Too Crispy wasn't ready to tech at any point, and Papilla is taking full advantage. Oh, whipped blonde bomb from Kalamazoo. That was coming from a country mile away. Out come the slides that were doing so well last game for Too Crispy.
Oh, and here comes Crispy. Nice block and punish right there, and is now using all those lows. But here he did press a button. He's gonna eat that Rage Art. The first Rage Art of the night, actually.
Yes.
Well, we'll see how this is going to be reset. They're going to be about basically tied in life.
And Papilla sets up another grab. Oh my goodness, the damage. And Too Crispy's stuck in a Zugzwang situation. He can run in and risk that interception, or he can hang out around and let Papilla come to him. Either way, that was not going to end well for him. And Papilla is about to tie the set up, unless Too Crispy keeps up this momentum.
Well, he did with the lovely Tom Rockets right there, and is able to bring Papilla all the way full screen and gets that whiff punish off the slide. This should be dead.
It should be. Will it be? Yes. Because unfortunately, not all things that should happen do happen. We're in final round this time, and right now Too Crispy on the door of going up 2-0.
Ooh, a down forward too. Nice launch right there by Papilla. Was not able to take full advantage because of weird spacing in there, but it still has a humongous life lead, and it could close this out. But here comes Too Crispy.
Backs off a bit. Lovely Tom comes straight out. Out comes the yeet. Brings him up into the air, carries him all along. This is a quasi-infinite stage. You are not reaching that wall anytime soon. Out come the pistols I was talking about. Look at that evasion from Papilla. He saw that coming, and he set up the trap. Out comes the Rage Art. We're looking at a tight set.
Yes, we are. That should do it again. What did she generate? Heat dash? I don't know, Mab. I guess it is. That's also my boss, by the way. Mab is our fearless leader, our boss in the MTS organization. But regardless, that was an insane match. Actually, that was all offense. There was barely any defense, but those are two characters that don't really exhibit any defense. I don't say any, but like they don't. That's not their strong suit.
I'm not sure I would say there's no defense, but they're playing a very active, turn steal heavy, whiff punish heavy defense. You don't see them turtling in, block, holding back. But look at that evasion that Papilla was pulling out to set up that Rage Art.
No, and also don't forget too, Crispy was also doing his own evasion sites that punishes as well. So like they're
that.
Yeah, exactly. It's not your traditional defense of like turtling, blocking, and regular punishing. It's more the whiff punishing and the sidestep punishing. Oh my God! Here comes Crispy too. Jesus, he's already brought Papilla down to quarter of his life bar.
Yeah, that's a lot of gray health to get back, though. Oh, never mind. Goodbye, gray health, and potentially goodbye Papilla for the round.
Oh, we're in New York City, fake New York City, with the Leroy statue over there in Times Square. Oh God!
I can put a Leroy statue up in Times Square.
Where is the Leroy statue in Times Square? I always see the Mickey Mouse like mascot.
No, I'm saying I could put one up.
Oh, you could? All right, you could do that. But right now Papilla is able to get the heat smash, bring Crispy all the way to the wall, but nice throw break by Crispy to switch sides, and now he takes full advantage with lovely Dom.
Oh, yes, and that is some lovely wall pressure, some Tom and Jerry mind games. to take another round off Papilla. And people don't really shut Papilla down like this. He's always a big threat whenever he shows up.
Oh, he's always a big threat. His Nina is super oppressive. Again, though, I'm not sure what happened in the Season 2 patch, but here comes Crispy does not care. He is just using Lovely Tom, was able to get the low standing launch, and now gets a little bit of the Oki with the Lovely Tom.
All right, manages to get away from it. Tries to go straight in, but Come to Crispy's waiting for him. This is what I'm talking about with active defense, Tomodoc. He's waiting for his openings, and he's also intercepting when Papilla tries to come in. He's finding his openings to just immediately punish anything Papilla does. And now it's up 2-1.
Definitely is. Now it's up 2-1. Reppin' MTS, thank you very much. But, like, Papilla has the ability to bring this back. There is no, I'm not counting Papilla out at all. And yes, that, Mab, are you talking about that slide into the rocket? Is that the string that you're talking about that is dumb as AF? Yeah, because I might tend to slightly agree. if it's a natural combo. I'm not really totally sure though.
Oh, bringing out the Feng Wei. I've never seen this on Papilla before. I think it makes sense because of his stances, his evasion. I'm interested in seeing how this plays out. What do you think?
I am very interested in how this will play out.
Yujiro Hanma.
It's just like Papilla on Fang. This is the first I've seen it, so I'm like really interested in how this will go.
Already with spacing though, and leading up to that shoulder, you can see the thinking already. I think it makes sense from how we've seen Crispy play.
Spends it. Oh, gets a little bit of down back three, trying to get some of that pressure, but Crispy was able to get the throw.
Yeah, nowhere near that wall break yet. You'll see that floor break, rather. You will see that in action when the floor goes purple. Right now, Papilla playing very in control after this Feng switch. Too Crispy already has heat going, though. Starts to bring him towards the wall. Gets the splat, continues the pressure. Steps off to the side so that Papilla can't immediately punish. Can't break the grab, though.
And now here comes Papilla. Oh, well, gets the nice flow, but was not able to fully convert. That was all right, though. Here comes, we get a reset neutral. He gets another jab float and doesn't fully convert again. And now Heat Smash is eaten by Crispy. And he's not looking for Crispy as he eats the down forward one.
Yeah, very much a Papilla game so far. Too Crispy showing signs of life, showing signs of his usual skills, and he's been doing well. But Papilla's new switch to this character, who he's clearly playing very comfortably, I'm impressed by the versatility he's showing.
Oh, definitely. But we got a floor break by Crispy.
Yes.
And now Crispy's going to bring Papilla all the way to wall as he eats a rocket, and now is getting the little mix-ups again here. Nice little delay, try to bait the parry. But now here comes Papilla with the Heat Smash.
Oh, yes. Right now, he's backing off a little. He's creating some room for Too Crispy, who managed to capitalize. Gets a cartwheel kick, continues the floor break all the way down into the depths of Jin Kazama's mind. He must be having a pretty weird dream right now, Toma.
Yeah, well, that weird dream of getting slid and getting a rocket to the knees. And now Crispy gets up on the board in this fourth game here. See if he's going to try to close it out, but we got Papilla in back turn, but nice stagger up on the block. And here comes Crispy, is able to take full advantage.
Already with this pressure, and this is an infinite. There's no more walls to play with. So we'll see how well he's able to adjust, but that's also a big relief from some of Papilla's pressure.
Yeah, I mean, there are walls, but they're so far away. So if you get there, it's like kind of crazy.
You kind of have to get there on purpose, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, fair enough. It's not, basically it's a fake infinite stage. Let's just call it that. And here comes Crispy, is able to tie it up in rounds. And we're in a final round. Set point for Crispy, but survival point for Papilla. Who's going to take it?
I love a good set point versus survival point. The drama always cranks out super high. Too Crispy already much more aggressive. Out comes the heat, but there's a trade. Can't capitalize on it. The juggle continues. The air pressure continues. Lovely Tom whiffs, but Papilla can't follow it up. He can't stop it. Perfect KO to finish the set. Too Crispy eliminates Papilla. MTS beats Pulse.
Woo. That is crazy. Oh, and Papilla being part of the Pulse organization, I'll always have to say a shout out to Twillick, a good friend of mine over there at Pulse. He's the owner of Pulse. We do some stuff together and everything like that. So I just want to give you a great shout out, man. You're an awesome guy. I love working with you. But regardless, though, we got now Night Purifier versus I'm Too Crispy in the losers final, I believe. Correct? That's correct, right? Yes. That is it. So we're
That's also going to be a run back from very much in the beginning of the stream. One of the first matches we put on. Immediate shot at revenge, and that's always a fun thing to see in a bracket.
Oh, it definitely is always a fun thing to see when you see run backs, and we're seeing a lot of them tonight. So let's see how what's his name? Crispy will take it because oh my god, my brain keeps farting. Night Purifier took the first match. That's what I wanted to say.
Right.
Jesus. All right. Let me set up the thing here. They can start over there. I think they are already loading up, so that's good. Kind of wondering, is Purifier going to stick with Lars, or is he going to use the Shaheen? Because remember, he won with the Shaheen against Crispy. What do you think?
I think it's hard to tell. He's showing so much versatility. Lars, Shaheen, Feng Wei. He clearly has a good system going. But you're right. He does go back to the Shaheen. He's going to commit to what worked last time. And it's on Yakushima, which is an interesting stage for him.
Where this is going to be a lot of small Tekken right now because it is an infinite stage. So we're going to see how this holds up.
Yep.
All first to three match, by the way, too. We're all first to three here. And now here comes I'm Too Crispy, is able to go start it off with a heat engager and a while standing launch.
Yeah, it gets that launch going. An immediate carry. He's been doing a great job of maintaining these air combos, and he cancels out of Lovely Tom to continue the string. Unfortunately, not able to continue the pressure. Night Purifier already has heat cranked up.
Oh, man, and now here... Oh, nice spring kick to stop that pressure.
Oh, yes.
But that low heat smash does take it on for Night Purifier, and he goes up one round.
Yep, goes up a round. We'll see. This is very much the kind of playbook he was running the last match, so we'll see what kinds of adjustments I'm Too Crispy is able to make. Oh, look at that sidewalk. Look at the air combo, Toma.
Oh, my God. Here we go. I don't know what that stance is, but it didn't really work out for Crispy as Night Purifier was able to get that low heat smash in. And now look at all of this defense. He's able to block here. Purifier is just able to kind of either get the prediction or just know the timings of Crispy here and gets that slide and finishes it off the round. Look, it goes up 2-0 in game one.
Yeah, you were calling it from a mile out that we see a lot of small Tekken here, and that's exactly what Night Purifier is doing. Very carefully feeling out I'm Too Crispy's range, his reactions, his preferred buttons. That slide is there whenever I'm Too Crispy raises his eye level. Not very many answers to the lovely Tom. It's hard to answer getting smashed with a rocket launcher like a baseball bat. I'll give you that.
Speaking of the baseball bat, here it comes. More rocket launchers with that slide by I'm Too Crispy, and he has a commanding lead right now.
Yes.
And finishes it off with the mid check there and gets on the board.
All right, definitely on the board now. This is already a very close game. I'm Too Crispy hasn't been in any blowouts tonight. He's been in a very close match every single time we've seen him. The man has grit.
Oh, yes, he does. And right now, it looks like he's found his character. I told you earlier that he's always looking for this character that he has felt good in his hands, and right now he's showing us that Anna is feeling really great in his
but
hands.
look at that sidewalk again. Night Purifier so good at finding his opportunities to break out that lateral movement and remind I'm Too Crispy that this is a 3D game.
Oh, we'll see how I'm Too Crispy is able to withstand that pressure. Gets hit with the mid slap there and gets the mid check right then. And Night Purifier is able to take that game.
Oh, definitely. Already a game up, and this is starting to look like history repeating itself. But remember, I'm Too Crispy was able to take a game off him when they first met, so not all hope is lost.
No, definitely not here. It looks like we might be doing a stage switch.
Looks like.
I don't think, to be honest with you, I do not see Crispy changing characters here. He looks very comfortable with his Anna right now. let's see how this kind of goes. But right now, remember, go to exclamation mark merch to go into our merch store to get actually our new line, our new shirt for this season, not so good neutral shirt that is in there. Please, if you get that, you'll support us directly and support this production.
Yeah, and what a production it is. Night Purifier already gets the wall smash, breaks I'm Too Crispy through it. I'm Too Crispy creates a level change. When he gets up, he does a bit of a roll to the side, backs off a little, they're restoring neutral. Ooh. But Night Purifier is so good at spacing him out and punishing him. Look at this.
Oh my god, and is able to bring Crispy all the way well. This should be dead on Crispy and gets the 7 golden letters. Night Purifier quickly goes up 1 round to 0 in game 2.
Yeah, a very, very fast round, and it seems like he's becoming comfortable with I'm Too Crispy's play style. What do you think he's doing so well to shut him down here?
It could be just a pattern recognition. Like, I can't even read some of Crispy's patterns sometimes. This is why Night Purifier is there playing, because he's seen so many different patterns right now, and he's just catching Crispy all off on different timings and is able to capitalize. But here comes Crispy. Oh no, the low parry.
Oh, a beautiful low parry. He had an eye on that. Look at the side step from I'm Too Crispy to reverse the wall pressure. Catches him trying to spring kick up. Rage is there, but is Night Purifier even going to get a chance to use it? He's not.
We had to end it on rockets. We had to end it on rockets. What game?
You really don't like that move, do you?
It's not that. It's just more or less I'm watching a fighting game, not Doom. Like. But here we go. We got Crispy already. Look at all this pressure and all this combo right there. Was trying to use the low rockets again, but use Lovely Tom to engage heat. And is not looking good for Night Purifier here, as he does close out this round. Wow. Crispy does go up 2 rounds to 1 here and is on game point.
It's hard to see out those lows, especially when you're in the middle of a string. And look at the lateral movement coming out from I'm Too Crispy again. Both of them have been displaying greater awareness of when to sidestep and sidewalk. Look at this from Night Purifier. Returns the favor.
Oh my god. But here comes Night Purifier, but gets interrupted by the heat burst as Crispy wanted to take his turn back, but Night Purifier said no, he wants his turn back. Oh my god! They both activated the heat smash, but Crispy's one out first, but we still got heat for Purifier. But it says launched, and this should be dead for Purifier.
He drops it. Oh, that's not good, but he's able to recover, land on his feet, get the kill anyway. I'm Too Crispy. Very good at staying the course.
Oh my god, that was just a nut. That was nuts of interactions there like that. It looked like it was going to be a weird trade of heat smashes, but I guess Crispy's was just 1 frame faster. Oh, and then dropped combos. This is just a crazy match right now.
It is.
Oh. I'm at a loss of words. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Well, this is already looking like it's lining up pretty closely with what happened the last game, which was 2-1 in Night Purifier's favor. But this is so much time for Night Purifier or I'm Too Crispy to adjust to each other's playstyle. And you see that coming out a little more. It did seem like I'm Too Crispy was playing slightly more small Tekken with Night Purifier. The lateral movement was coming out. The whiff punishes were coming out. And, of course, you had that weird little off-axis interaction with the heat smashes.
Definitely so. But now we're going to Midnight Siege, the burnt out building with basically it's a war zone out there because these 2 characters with Lars and Anna now, it is basically going to be a war zone. These are 2 characters that are just explosive in their game plans.
Yeah, one of them a bit more literally than the other, that's for sure. Night Purifier's trying to... You saw he was trying to bait out a whip, but he wasn't expecting that overhead at the end. Gets right back in I'm Too Crispy's face. Whiffs on the carry attempt because I'm Too Crispy stays down too long.
Oh, man, but gets caught there with the... And gets the wall throw, and Night Purifier is able to take that first round.
Yes, takes the first round, eats a slide, manages to stop the Lovely Tom follow-up, and you see him backdashing a lot, playing defensive a lot. He's blocking a lot, he's turtling up a bit, sets up the grab, but it is broken by I'm Too Crispy, who now has the walk sizzling with oil. That is a lot of heat.
Oh, man, here we go. Oh, my God. Wait, that heat's still activated? And that it's like so much. What is going on?
I wasn't kidding about the walk.
No, I know you weren't kidding. It's just weird when you see it for the first time on there. You're like, wait, he still has heat going? And now it's gone as he spends it. and I'm Too Crispy is able to close out that round. I am learning things tonight.
Great eye on using those resources too, because just spending it exactly when he needs it. Night Purifier backs away a bit. Right now they're playing a bit more in the neutral, but I'm Too Crispy's great at opening Night Purifier up with these low pokes.
Oh, and thank you 54 for correcting me on that. It was such a weird interaction on that high crushing Knight's unblockable. But regardless, here we go. We got Night Purifier getting hit at the wall and gets the wall hazard activated, and I'm Too Crispy is taking full advantage here. And now Heat Dash by Night Purifier to take his turn back. Oh, but I'm Too Crispy gets a little mix up on that string and goes with the low and closes out that round and is now on game point.
Now, this is a very close back and forth sort of match, but it does seem like this game in particular, Night Purifier is having a bit of a hard time getting back in it. What do you think his keys are, Tom?
I don't know. It seems like when, to be honest with you, Crispy has played every single type of game plan and has pretty much capitalized on it. Whether it's a grappler that rushes you down, whether it's a defensive poker like a Feng Wei, or someone that's super offensive like Night Purifiers like Lars, he's found answers, and even though he's at a disadvantage right now, I have faith in the guy that he's able to exploit a pattern as he's get that launch. And now look what's happening here. He's using Lovely Tom to get all that damage, and now we're basically tied in life. And another launch and goes in.
Out comes a Rage Art. That's gonna do it too. That's gonna turn this up 2-1, barring some glitch that really should not happen. Good night, Night Purifier. Let's see the next game.
Yeah, what do you think? But like, do you agree with my assessment, or is there something that I'm missing there, K-Vox? Because that's what I'm just seeing, is that he's adapting very well with Anna right now. It just seems it's very good in his hands. Is that what you're saying, or do you see anything different?
It does seem like he is making those adaptations and those downloads on his opponent's characters, and he's also not playing panicked. He's not starting to press just to press. He sticks to his game plan pretty much no matter what. Very consistent. He'll make slight adjustments like more lateral movement or more of those low pokes that you saw him opening Night Purifier up with. But that confidence is very key in this kind of game, where if you can mentally shut down your opponent, you've already pretty much won the match.
Yes, and right now we're going back with Lars, but we're, again, going back to another stage that they were just at. Back to the dojo. We'll see how...
This is a good stage for both of them, and we'll see where this goes. Right now, an aggressive start from Night Purifier. This is, from what I can tell, Night Purifier's main, his most comfortable character, and you can already see, gets the wall break, continues the pressure, doesn't overcommit, gets armored through with the rage, with the heat, gets interrupted. Oh, breaks the grab, though.
And here comes those well-timed buttons by Crispy. Again, like you said, not panicking, just is able to open up when he can, just being very patient, especially against someone like Lars, but gets low parried there. And now here comes Night Purifier, and he's probably gonna, oh no, he's not able to finish that. But is there.
Not quite. All right, bit of a backdashing exchange now. Tries to jab him out. Right now, you'll probably see him set up this low. See, there you go. But this time, Night Purifier is turtling back up. He takes the low, immediately blocks the fall off, sets up his own grab off it. So maybe getting the download on Too Crispy using that pattern.
We'll see how it kind of goes. Oh, catches on Too Crispy there and is able to close out that round. Now we're up. Now Night Purifier is up quickly, 2-0 here in game 4. Let's see if Crispy's able to kind of come back here, or if Night Purifier is able to close it out and bring it to a final game.
Oh, overcommits on the lovely Tom overhead, but able to readjust. Doesn't seem to matter to him. Hasn't gotten a round off them so far. Needs to get 3 in a row now, but might be on his way to doing that at the way he's playing now. Night Purifier rolls away from the pressure, gets to his feet, gets heat active. Right now, Crispy's trying to back off a little, but gets heat smashed. That is so much damage, Toma.
Oh my god, but like nice sidestep right there. Oh, but you try to get a throw in, this should be dead because Night Purifier punished it properly, brings him all the way to wall and closes it out.
Oh yes. just an incredibly even match set, and Night Purifier is no nobody. He is a serious player, especially with this Lars. And to see I'm Too Crispy hanging in there with him to the point we're seeing a final game, a game 5, it's really fun to watch.
Oh, this is just an amazing match right now. I am actually all these matches all these top 8 matches like have been very good. Like these are just been amazing matches right now. And I mean, we got Divine Exorcist over in the winner side of Grand Finals, just kind of waiting along right now. But he will face the winner of this final game of Losers Final. We got Anna with I'm Too Crispy, Lars, and Night Purifier in Sanctum. We'll see who takes it.
Yeah, right now, early advantage goes to Night Purifier, who seems to be reading a lot of what I'm Too Crispy likes to do. He dashes in to get I'm Too Crispy up against the wall and continue the pressure. This is going to be a perfect KO, Toma.
Oh, yes, it is, as he goes with the Beyblade move right there. And now Night Purifier gets that round quickly, and he starts it off with some aggression there. But here comes I'm Too Crispy, trying to find an opening, gets an opening with a slide, but was not able to follow up with the rockets. Nice throw break by Crispy.
Yeah, and you'll see that Night Purifier is backdashing a lot, backstepping a lot. He sets up this combo off, waiting for I'm Too Crispy to wade in and gets the wall spot, keeps him up against it, continues to pressure. Right now, I'm Too Crispy tries to roll away, breaks another grab. He's been very good at that consistently, but now they're in restored neutral. It's going to be a question of who finds his opening first. I'm Too Crispy tries to open him up with the low. Can't do it! Night Purifier on set point.
Oh man, that was devastating there for Crispy. And now Night Purifier has a commanding lead in this and is on set point to set, and he wants to punch his ticket over into winners or grand finals here, and gets that low parry. And now we got Night Purifier bringing Crispy all the way to the wall.
All the way back there, manages to get a whole ton of pressure. I'm Too Crispy goes down. Night Purifier seals the deal. 3 rounds to 0 in the last game. 3-2 off a no round Brown. We're getting a winners finals run back.
Yeah, we are going to get a winners final run back, but because it is grand finals and everything, and just how it happens with advertising and everything, we have to take a commercial break. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we will run through all of grand finals. If there's a reset, we won't take a break. This is our last break of the night. So we will be right back, and we'll see you on the other side.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the latest and final break of the night as we are heading into grand finals. It's going to be a winners finals run back. Night Purifier versus Divine Exorcist, the man who won last week. And these two met in winners finals already. As I said, 3 games to 2. These two have each other's numbers. These two know how to fight each other. It's not going to be an easy night at the office for either one of them. I'm K-Vox. Calling this finale with me is Tomadoc. What do you think the keys are here?
Honestly, well, I was gonna say what the Claudio, but they both threw a curveball at me. They're using they're using their secondaries right now, so I have no opinion. I just want to see some great gameplay.
Yeah, I'm interested in where Divine Exorcist is going with this, but Clive is very good at range 3, at keeping you at mid-range with that long poke with the sword. So I'm not terribly surprised, but it's interesting. I want to see where this is going.
We'll see where it's kind of going right now, but we got, oh my God, here comes Divine Exorcist with his Clive, and it's just getting some of that pressure, but nice turn back from Night Purifier, and he's trying to get some more damage in, and actually kind of took out a lot of the life of Divine Exorcist here.
Yeah, that was a big heaping helping of life. And keep in mind also, Night Purifier has to win 6 games. So that is a lot of pressure, especially after he just came off a loser's finals run, which was a run back against I'm Too Crispy, who he faced at the beginning of the stream. But a good job of recovering and of taking that first round. Here's a question for you, Toma. We see this discourse a lot. If you're going into grand finals, would you rather be the guy who won winners finals or the one who won losers finals? Because the winners finalist has been sitting there resting and recovering and getting his head in the game, maybe hydrating, maybe watching the rest of the stream and waiting for whoever meets him at the top of the mountain. But that's also time that he might have gotten cold in.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to online, I think it's a little bit easier to stay warm, especially when you're in these lounges. You can just go online and do a ranked match. But when you're when you're in an offline, yeah, you're just sort of waiting. So like, it depends on how Divine Exorcist actually takes his time here. But right now, maybe it just needed one round or maybe the game to kind of get into it, because Night Purifier has his number in this first game of this grand final.
Yeah, that is a key part of the strategy when you have a long set like a grand finals where you can potentially play 6 games or more. You can burn a game just on feeling your opponent out, feeling out how you're feeling, trying something new like bringing out the Clive, and just getting your head into things. You have that luxury of time. And right now, getting a perfect KO to mark his first round of the set, a good statement to make from Divine Exorcist.
Yep, and here comes Night Purifier, was able to get the heat engager, but oh my God, some of these lows of Divine Exorcist are connecting on Night Purifier. Gets the heat engager, Demon Breath, and now Divine Exorcist gets the flow, and here he goes. He's going to try to get a fully convert. Not looking good for Night Purifier at this moment.
Oh, not at all. And right now, oh, he whiffs the follow-up because Night Purifier delays the get-up. He's backing away from the jab, but out comes the heat smash. Night Purifier is trying to stay in his face, keep him pressured, uses a tracking mid. Oh my goodness, that health melts away. Night Purifier on the first game. I wonder if Divine Exorcist is going to consider switching back to Claudio.
I don't know, because I'm not sure if it was the No Frames Given that you worked, but he did win with he did win a tournament on like the whole. I'm like, what was that sound? Sorry, I heard that weird sound threw me off. I think it was in the lounge, but no, he did win with a Clive, like, and he won it. He did not play Claudio at all. He played Clive the whole time. I think it was like last month, and.
That wasn't me. I came in when he fought P Ling, and that was a Claudio versus Xiao Yu matchup in grand finals.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't think that was you, but it was Okay,
Oh, he is
well,
going back to the Claudio.
well, there goes all that. I built that story up into like a whole lot of nothing. Like,
This is a common strategy, like I was saying, when you are on the winner's side of Grand Finals and you have that luxury of time of potentially 2 full sets, because you can just burn a game on trying something new and seeing if it sticks. Right now, though, Night Purifier is taking the fight straight to him. We were talking about if it's better to go in having waited for Grand Finals or straight into the match. Right now, Night Purifier is a lot warmer.
yeah, Night Purifier is definitely a lot warmer. It connects with the hop kick there and is able to bring Exorcist all the way to the wall and gets the slide on with the Oki. This should do it, and there it is. Night Purifier gets up quickly there in this first round.
Yeah, and just shutting Divine Exorcist down, which is not easy to do. I keep beating this drum, but he's not just one of the top Claudios on the planet. He's one of the top Tekken players on the planet. This is not an easy man to fight.
No, it is not an easy man to fight right now. But now here comes... Oh, wow! Was trying to get that heat smash in there, but that hop kick interrupts it. And Night Purifier is taking full advantage, even though it was a sidewall interaction.
Yeah, good thinking with that get-up kick, turtling up his Divine Exorcist, not able to hold his defense out forever. Does some good interception, sets up the Starburst a little. Oh my goodness, look at this 2-hit combo. Look at the jab into the grab. Night Purifier can't stop it. Game tied.
Game is tied right now, and we're going to see how it happens here. Goes with the knees and gets the low in there by Divine Exorcist and still keeps his turn with the heat burst as he's trying to keep up with the pressure with more of the knee pressure. But there comes a slide as Night Purifier takes his turn back.
Yeah, steals that turn right back. You see Divine Exorcist breaking out the lateral movement. Look at that charge delay. Let it sit just enough to throw Night Purifier off and set him up for this painful KO. Just beautiful tactical thinking from Divine Exorcist.
Oh my god, and here comes Night Purifier. He is trying to find a way back using these mid checks to sort of keep Divine Exorcist at bay. Gets the tracking mid right there, but here comes Divine Exorcist with that while standing low and more knee pressure.
Oh, a lot more knee pressure. Right now he's backing off. He's putting himself up against the wall. Manages to get out to the side. Night Purifier's lateral movement is incredible in this game. Gets the floor break, and that's going to be a long air combo. But if he doesn't drop it, uses the slide as a quick follow-up, and that is so much life lead.
Oh, wow, and gets the little Superman punch and then follows it up with the soccer kick Oki. And now we're tied up in rounds in game 2 here. We'll see who will take this game.
Yeah, right now, Divine Exorcist with the early lead, the early win in these exchanges, activates heat, brings him back towards the wall. Not quite getting him there yet. Definitely trying to bully him towards it. He dashes in and doesn't need it. Gets the Quincy shot and takes down Night Purifier 1-1. Divine Exorcist only needs 2 more games. Night Purifier needs 5. If I'm Night Purifier, I'm seriously feeling the pressure, but he's just jumping straight in.
He is definitely just jumping straight in right now and going with some of those lows as Divine Exorcist was trying to take his turn back with that down jab, but going again with more of the knee moves there to kind of stop that pressure. But now we're just doing a poking game.
Yeah, that is where a lot of this small Tekken lies, and both of these two are small Tekken guys, where you have these poking battles, you have the spacing, you have them trying to feel each other out and find their right moment. They're not going to just run in and press buttons to press buttons. Right now, especially when you see Night Purifier is so good at slipping around Divine Exorcist. We saw that a lot last game. Right now, we see him stealing the pressure opportunity back and breaking out that slide at the right moment straight into Heat Smash to take the first round.
Oh my god, and gets that big mid right there, and Night Purifier takes that round. But nice low parry by Divine Exorcist to get his turn, and now he's going to bring Night Purifier all the way to the wall and opts for the damage there. Oh, gets another little wall splat. And here comes Divine Exorcist continuing the pressure with that heat dash.
Oh my goodness, and he keeps up the wall pressure. You don't want to be here against Claudio. He tries to tech roll away, overcommits on the Superman punch. That is literally what cost Divine Exorcist Grand Finals a couple weeks ago.
Oh, and here he goes. Oh, now we're really doing some small tech and just going some jabs. So all this blocks, there's a connection right there. That was like the only connection in the last like 8 interactions. But that last interaction into a natural combo into the generic 4. Down 4 takes it for Divine Exorcist as he ties it up in rounds.
Yeah, manages to get the tie, and right now Night Purifier backing way off. He's waiting for something to come out. That Superman punch is not what he was hoping for. Into this wall carry game, into this immense pressure, into the delay. Bad place to be in if you're Night Purifier.
My God, Divine Exorcist just commanded that game, round 3 of game 3, and now is on game point to take the lead here in this grand finals right now, and been pretty much a poking battle. Nice throw break by Divine Exorcist, but we'll see how they play in neutral.
Yeah, but right now, Divine Exorcist has been winning a lot of the neutral battles. He's usually the one who gets in and starts piling up sustained damage. Look at this. Already has Night Purifier against the wall. Purifier turtles. He finds his opportunity to get the floor break. I might have spoken a little too soon. He takes Divine Exorcist straight to the wall. Can't quite splat him. Breaks the grab. Gets the baseball slide. He's trying to take this whole darn round, Toma, and he might.
He might, but oh, nice block on the slide. This is not looking good for Night Purifier. We'll see how this ends up with their nice damage right there. 7 seconds left. Oh my God, that was crazy.
Yes, absolutely.
Divine Exorcist goes up 2-1 here in grand finals. This is going to be a large mountain to climb for Night Purifier, as if he needs to win at least the next 2 games to extend it to a grand finals reset. But he has done that before. We'll see if he's able to do it tonight.
Yeah, I have no idea what the statistics are on, like, in all of these kinds of online weeklies, how often somebody gets the reset once they're coming up in losers from grands. You know what I mean, grands from losers. Yeah. And I have to imagine, though, not as often as the guy in winners taking it, because he has the luxury of rest. He's had a moment to reset where his mind is. He has to win half the games as opposed to his opponent. And Divine Exorcist is in an incredibly comfortable position here. If you were in Night Purifier's ear, what would you be telling him?
Get ready for the next battle.
I mean, just to keep up the pressure and try to he ended up switching to Lars, but that was what was working a little bit. So a character change is probably a good move here, but we'll see how it is, because Divine Exorcist was able to answer a lot of the Lars questions that Night Purifier was throwing, as you can see right there.
Yeah, but what also happens here when you switch characters mid-set is sometimes you force your opponent to mentally recalibrate, and that does give you a moment where you can take advantage and you can steal some momentum back. And when you're 2 games down and your opponent only needs 1 more to take the whole darn thing, any little advantage you can get is massive, especially when you're stuck in a little poking duel like this. Night Purifier wins the neutral battle, gets on in. Divine Exorcist slips back out, though.
Oh, man. And now here comes Divine Exorcist. Yeah, blocks the heat burst. Oh, whiffs on the heat smash. Oh, a nice block on the follow-up by Divine Exorcist, and he's trying to take some advantage here. But, oh, nice miss on the throw. But here comes Divine Exorcist trying to finish off the game.
All right, definitely trying to do it. Oh my goodness, so little health. Not able to seal the deal, not quite yet. Night Purifier extends his life by at least 1 more round. Oh, ducks under the Superman punch, gets the launch into the side switch. Gonna try to carry him all the way to the wall, splats him, activates heat. He is just unloading on Divine Exorcist.
Oh, Jesus, you're not kidding. That was more than half life. A lot of gray health. But oh my God, that was a lot of life that has just been deleted by Night Purifier. But here comes Divine Exorcist trying to actually get some of that life back through the gray health. But no, Night Purifier was able to extend it.
Oh, now we are cooking, Toma. That is a survival point for Night Purifier. These past couple rounds, he's been shutting down a lot of what Divine Exorcist likes to do. This might be a turnaround. What do you think Divine Exorcist is thinking?
I think he's just trying to see what's the pattern, trying to find his openings. As you can see, they're playing the neutral he's playing the neutral very passively, just finding the whiff punish, and then it's taking full advantage right here.
Oh, yes.
And that is what
That's
he's doing.
That's going to be tournament point. That's going to be tournament point off a perfect KO. Tournament point versus survival point. I love these kinds of dramas.
Oh, and here we go. We got Divine Exorcist, Night Purifier, just spacing each other out, trying to figure out what to do here. Here comes Night Purifier, trying to get some of the spacing in, but Divine Exorcist was able to take his turn back. But here comes Night Purifier with some of the spins.
Oh, some of those are very much in play. Gets the Superman punch. A couple of them are block forces. Night Purifier back. That's a long health disadvantage, but he's tying it back up. He manages to creep on ahead. There's still some gray health left for Divine Exorcist, who backs off, restores neutral, gets put up against the wall. He's looking for a way out. Can he find one? He's turtling up. He gets the low poke to interrupt. He forces Night Purifier to take a few steps back. He's behind on life, though, Toma. He's behind on a lot of things. He's behind on time right now.
Oh, God, and here comes Divine Exorcist. He's trying to jab out. He actually gets a little bit more of a life lead, gets a launch, and takes it with the low sweep and wins. No frames given. Number 17. I actually kind of brain farted there because I almost like passed out because I was kind of really yelling. But, oh, my God, Divine Exorcist does take that and wins it over Night Purifier. Congratulations to Night Purifier for getting second place. Crispy for getting third place. And fourth place, I believe, was Papilla. If I remember, no, was it Papilla? No. Yeah, it was Papilla. Papilla got fourth place. So good games to all, but congratulations to Divine Exorcist for winning tonight's tournament. Dude, K-Vox, what is the highlight of your night?
It has to be one of the matches between Night Purifier and Divine Exorcist. The tactics on display, their adaptations to each other, their control of neutral and small Tekken. The fact that Divine Exorcist has now won 2 consecutive no frames given matches, and just the privilege of getting to see such a high-level player who is willing to come down and mix it up every week at online weeklies. You can find him in Paragon and Breakout and DNS. You're at no frames given. You run into this absolute killer pretty much anywhere you go, and it's always a treat to watch.
Oh, it is definitely always a treat to watch. But that does conclude tonight's tournament and show. I'll just before I do any of my last shout outs and call outs or anything, I would like to say thank you to K-Vox. The floor is yours for the next 30 seconds to a minute. Plug anything, say anything you'd like to say, and let us know where we can find you.
Well, orange juice is actually human blood, and the government doesn't want you to know that. But so that's the first thing. You know, something's going on in those Florida plants, so that's all I'm going to say. But catch our next No Frames Given next week. Hit up that MTS merch store, merch.mtsgamingnewyork.com. I've been K-Vox. This has been Toma Doc. Thank you for following all the action tonight. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, and then I'll just say thank you to 54 who has been doing the TOing in the background as well. Thank you very much to all the players, everyone in chat. Shout outs again to my friend Twillick. Also shout out to Mab, a great boss who's been able to give us the resources that we can and show us the leadership and everything to let us run this, what this become one of the, I don't want to say greatest show, but definitely one of the greatest projects I've ever been a part of. So I wanted to say thank you to Mab, everyone else on the board as well. So with that, I will have to say good night, and I bid everybody adieu. See you guys.